Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube, Twitch, and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump into the action, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, consider becoming a member here in our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month, and you gain access to some really cool emotes. Lastly, if you are interested in joining any of our campaigns, we do have open slots available. This campaign in particular, we have a slot in. The Tuesday early, that is off-streamed, we have a slot in. And I think those are the only slots we have right now. So if you are interested in either of them, be sure to reach out to me and let me know. Be more than happy to have you join in on the action and phone. Now, without further ado, would you mind giving us a recap, Casimir?
Yep. So last session was a sort of culmination of this arc, more or less this entire kind of war arc that has been going on between Zodiac and Exandria. That finally everyone was around the table, uniting for one reason, and that be to try to come to some measure of peace, to essentially begin negotiations for ramping down military assaults on each other. This had been kind of started by Argon and the I can't remember the Lyceum. The Lyceum who had Argon and the Lyceum who had learned that the visions displayed upon the moon were not the entire truth, but magically edited, essentially, to put in a kind of context that not everything that was shown was the entire truth of the matter. Using that as base holds, then as the council opened up, we started off with that. We had various members around the table from both sides of Zodiac and Exandria, from empresses to correspondents to disguised wizards as idiots. Sorry, to future emperors, idiots. And then on the other side had various representatives from the various faiths, various heroes of the world, and so on. People of great power and responsibility, showcasing everything that the Lyceum had. The party then kind of went one by one to state their case in a way that felt sort of like a trial, but also try to answer any questions that people had, while making their own position known, given that we were the Godslayers, the talk of the town, so to speak. They wanted to hear from us directly, individually, and especially question some of our actions and some of our intents. I believe Erg started it. He was fairly blunt in his approach, but while it seemed to put some of them off at first, some of the more hardy ones could get around to his approach, but it essentially was preaching that bloodshed wasn't the way, that what they wanted was for peace. And then Ellen went, and that was a show. Ellen offered to, give them their own gold back after destroying their economy by mining entire mountains and doing a whole load of stuff that went as well as you would think it went, especially when it was doubled down on not just once but twice. It just re-hardened the fact of just how much they actually had, even when given multiple outs and didn't use them. So that went well. Then I believe we tried to use we had some of our NPCs in, so Riku came in trying to save the day after that approach by approaching with actual plans. What could they do? What could the countries of this world unite to actually do? Where could they help each other? Where could trade plans begin? She only had a couple hours actual notice to do this because we just didn't have much time to get this meeting set up. But she portrayed an actual plan that a lot of people actually agreed with and would deal with a lot of the nitty-gritty negotiations. Continuing on with the list, her disguised son quickly followed, trying to get everyone to sing a song and hit on people awkwardly that made some of them very uncomfortable. Casimir kind of challenged some of them and tried to get answers from them, try to see what some of their side was, while also learning of the Moonweaver's emissary also presenting that the outcomes of what happened on Heaven, what happened in the heavens after the escalation. And while at first it seemed like this was going to be to blame us for the absolute destruction of millions upon millions of souls because of this detonation, ended up kind of siding with us and saying that the war was at fault of it, and that we were only doing what we had to for our people, and seemingly bought some of the people around to our side as well, which was strange. And last up, we had Vindir trying to set the terms for peace, trying to be the kind of moral center, that he was one of the best of us, or one of the goodest of us, because he was seeking peace even if it meant war, but also he had some of the greatest sins to answer for, besides Elwyn, given the assault on Vasselheim and his own title that he has now earned. I can't remember the title itself. Was it the Divine something?
Reckoning.
Divine Reckoning, I think that's what it was. Because of his assault on Vasselheim, that there was many people opposed to. But at the end, we were eventually opposed with an option of, if we were to really seek peace, would we accept to deal with 22? And I don't believe we gave an answer just yet. Most of the party kind of agreed that we had to deal with her, but I do not believe we have formally accepted the offer offered by Zafran. And I think that's where we ended last session.
So, Vindir sitting in the chair and posed with the question. The divine verdict. So, Jaman Sa'ord speaks up. Would you and your allies be willing to assist us, as we do not possess the power to kill or banish a god to our knowledge? And when he says that, his eyes linger on Zafran, who has been staring at you this entire conversation, Vindir, after offering himself up to ZODIAC as payment for what he did.
Why are the options only death and banishment?
High Curator, would you mind? Oh, yes. The High Curator stands, and as she does, you notice around the chamber, everybody's attention falls onto her. If you remember your insights from last week, despite her being the stenographer, she seems to command the most respect out of the people at this table for some reason. As she stands, so I am noticeably under the zone of truth, correct? though my doctrine dictates that I may not lie. It is something I have followed my entire chamber. Do you and your people understand the purpose of the Cobalt Soul? Riku will walk up to you, Vindir, and hand you a folder on them. You may roll me a history or religion check.
We'll go with religion. 37 is the minimum. Well, let's see what we get.
Yeah, let's see.
41.
41, much better than 37. So, the Cobalt Soul is affiliated with and an extraplanar off branch of library on Zodiac. They are an interdimensional college that is meant to preserve history, knowledge, and make sure that it is not forgotten. They are the most neutral source of any plane of existence. Their purpose is not to interfere. Their purpose is to record. Their association is with the Knowing Mistress, which is a god that, unlike many of the other gods of this realm and many of the others, the last time she gave divine intervention was the last day that she was on the material realm. Once before the gods did walk on Exandria. She sacrificed herself in order to help quell Theris Dune, which was the most powerful betrayer god they had. She sacrificed herself and allowed herself to be weakened to the point where she has not recovered over the eons, as far as you know, and has to stay hidden because of that.
I know of your Cobalt Soul.
Good. So, our world, as I have gathered and preserved the knowledge of, was once associated with a different realm. We were not native to this plane, Exandria. It was created off the backs of a god, a forgotten one, during a grand calamity that ended a previous world altogether. We all came here, and we found refuge here. Many of the gods followed with us as well. Most of them knew. This was some, I believe, 60,000 years ago? No, sorry. 20,000 years ago, I believe. Now, when the gods were all here, they worked intermingly with mortals, granting them whatever their prayers would give them to assist them with building societies and exploring the realm and settling new empires, all in the names and visions of the gods. During that time, we had a exceptional boom of technology as well as magic at our disposal. However, there was a large sect of humans that did not wish to rely solely on the gods, because doing so is, in some opinions, the falling factor of that previous realm we all had. They wish to imbue themselves with power and gain it their own knowledges, magecraft, independently. Of course, many of the more zealot religions were opposed to that and viewed it as heresy and disrespect to their gods. I believe this is a sore subject, but please allow me to continue. To everyone else, that statement seemed very strange, but Vindir, you noticed Sir Ulrich looked pissed off at her when she explained it that way.
Okay.
So, the realm was divided. And as when division happens between individuals, conflict naturally rises. Those that sided with the gods viewed everyone else as heretics trying to destroy gods. And those that sided with the mortals viewed the gods as leeches in some recorded instances. They were the individuals that were sucking the power and trying to oppress people so they did not lose their own magic and capabilities. Then the war happened. We call this the Divine Reckoning. It was a travesty that happened on our realm. It has scarred many different locations across it, to this day uninhabitable by anybody because of the magic that partook in those locations, becoming so wild, unpredictable, and untamed. During all of this, there was a group of gods that understood the mortals deserve their own opinion on all of this and actually sought to do the right thing, in most people's opinions. And that was to separate the gods directly from the realm and allow mortals to make that decision for themselves. If the gods were not here to physically influence and dominate battlefields, then people would be able to speak on a much more attuned surface. That did not go very well, thanks to a group of the gods that were referred to on our realm as the Betrayers. Are you familiar with your 41? Yes, you are familiar with the Betrayer gods.
Mm-hmm.
Therastune was one of them. Are you out of character familiar with the Betrayer gods?
Yes.
Okay. You are familiar. Good. The Betrayers looked to destroy and discredit the mortals of magehood and the mortals of division in order to ensure that they would stay powerful. But they did so in a way that would have created a weave of magic that would separate their siblings, the other gods on the other side, and leave themselves here, where they would dominate this realm and force everybody into service and servitude of them. Many of these betrayers were once highly worshipped and aspired to gods, and each of them had their own reasoning and excuse as to why they betrayed. For instance, the Moonweaver's sister. I believe you are very familiar with her religion. She was one of the betrayers in that endeavor. They divided the realm into 3 groups of individuals. The gods that were fighting the betrayers, the gods that were also the betrayers themselves, and the mortals that were fighting all the gods. It was at a huge disadvantage to the gods that were trying to help make the decision and help build the weave so that people can make their own choices. Many of them fought, a few died, many have been lost to the most in-depth knowledges of the Cobalt soul. And as such, many of our history was removed as well. Untold millions had perished and died. Progress was shunted and stopped. People were oppressed, lied to, enslaved. People were brought to the underground where they were forced into servitude under gods who still had lingering magics and safeholds for them down there. People were forced into mountains in order to work endlessly to rebuild these things, and all of it nearly ended our realm. Much like your realm nearly ended recently. We have learned that allowing gods to have free reign on a plane may temporarily be beneficial, but any god who is unchecked will eventually devolve and do things that are in their best interest, not the interest of mortals. They have a different perspective, after all. We, despite being in service of them and the reason they have power, are insignificant in their minds and views. Even if that insignificance is respected, Sir Ulrich, The Everlight loves all of us. But based off of history, we know leaving a god at this realm, or any realm unchecked, leads to devastation. And right now we are seeing what happens. An unchecked power will rampage and destroy. We've already nearly lost 1 million people. Or sorry, not 1 million. What was it? 20,000? Yeah.
So let me get this straight. You all have a history of killing and shunning gods. Went to war with us because we did what y'all do, and now you're asking me to kill another one of your gods.
We do not have a history of killing gods. You may correct that statement immediately.
I meant you as Exandrians.
Gods have that history. We as Exandrians did not do that. The gods did.
You didn't fight any gods?
We fought
thousands of
them
years
to
ago?
defend ourselves.
I know. I'm just saying there's a little bit of irony in there if you don't see it.
I do not. No. You are trying to correlate what happened most recently, which was a mistake that was admitted to, I believe, with what happened in the past. You are trying to manipulate the perspective in order to show it off, and I'm very familiar with such tactics. We have a history that we have chosen to learn from.
So you see that the general public would see this as ironic then. Maybe not just your educated self.
An uneducated buffoon's opinion means absolutely nothing in the grand scheme of things. Those that have read from history and have learned from it mean far more.
I'm surprised how far not well educated.
I can't understand you. What'd you say?
I said you'd be surprised how far an uneducated person can go. Look at me. Where I'm at.
With all due respect to all of you, I would not be surprised. I have read from the archives of history. I know what has happened in the past, and I know how it correlates to other things. What I'm saying is those opinions don't really matter. The opinion of those that are uneducated are based off of their limited perception. The opinion of those that are well versed in doctrine and history are what should make decisions.
Well, the uneducated just got 2 cities destroyed. So I would say the uneducated are quite powerful.
You're uneducated, are you? I thought I was showing you due respect.
No, I'm meaning this war. The city's lost because of it. Because people were not given the full education.
I agree. I wish knowledge could be more freely given. She looks around the table at many people who look away a little disappointed. But we know what happens when gods are left unchecked, and right now that god is killing tens of thousands of individuals. And we don't know when it will stop. And even if it does stop, it only stops for a period of time. We are not looking for a short-term solution, we are looking for a long-term one. And if we cannot enlist you for this endeavor, there are other methods.
What are your other methods?
There are people across the realms in different worlds that are capable of slaying gods.
Being capable and doing it are 2 different things.
I completely agree. But what choice do we have? Bow our heads and accept the death of however many it takes to appease her? Would you? If you had an unleashed god on your realm, destroying all those that opposed her doctrine?
I mean, Zodiac does have a god that walks the land.
Oh,
So
mindlessly murdering individuals. Or sorry, mindfully murdering individuals.
But let's say he might be doing it mindlessly.
Alternates, I guess.
What'd you say?
I said he alternates. I'm assuming we're talking about Ares.
He owns
Out
it.
of character.
Yes.
Guys, he's not a evil god. Okay,
I know, but when you go to war, it's still kind of murder.
that's not murder whatsoever. It's war. It's far
War
different.
is technically legal murder.
Yeah, it is a far different situation. But yeah,
You could call it warship.
No, okay.
no, we couldn't.
Divine intervention. Do it. Hell right now.
I have a disadvantage on next initiative.
Ares would love that joke. What are you talking about? He would give you a congratulations potato, not a smite.
We can talk to Timora. I think words would be better than trying to end her.
I agree. I think it would be far more wise to have individuals familiar with the individual to try to quell the anger and convince her to leave. But I should warn you, our realm will not be satisfied unless the god is removed from it. We have been left to our own devices, and it has been far better than the times that we've been under the foothold of a god.
Your plane just went to war because of the footholds of gods. What are you talking about?
Yes, but imagine if they were all here.
Maybe they would have been dead at Vesselheim and not the people.
Perspectives, sure.
Well, I mean, it might just come down to some people just going to have to suck up what they don't like sometimes. If we can quell her thirst, she might just have to, and she decides to stay, you might just have to get used to the idea of a god walking.
Jaman Sa'ord will look past you, Vindir, at Casimir. Allow me to make it perfectly clear. She leaves this realm, or we will get the individuals to remove her through death.
Noted. Those your contingency for peace between our worlds, contingent in our involvement, or her death.
I would suppose we should put it to a vote. All those in favor of making this treaty contingent on their success of removing the god Timora from our realm, please raise your hands. No. As you look around the chamber and room, you see Dorzin begrudgingly raises his hand. Cassio does as well. Sir Ulrich keeps his hand firmly lowered. Keyleth seems very deeply contemplative on this subject, and Vexalia will raise her hand.
Before you all vote, let's just make this clear. We came here to make peace, and you just made peace contingent on something that doesn't have anything to do with us. Just so you're all aware.
Jaman eyes goes over towards you. Can we please allow the child to be quiet?
What, am I bringing up too many good points?
That point is ridiculous, and Argan raises his hand. Calm down, Jaman. We are speaking peacefully here. And Argan will rotate in his chair over towards you. Understand that many individuals, including myself, believe that her being here is the fault of your Godslayers.
Just a question before we keep going with this. Did you even try to talk to her? Because from what it sounds like, you guys don't really know much about this god other than it's here.
We've had 6 representatives not come back and lose all contact with us. From the Lyceum, who came in waving a white flag.
Look, everybody at this table that's sitting on Exandria's side is going to raise their hand on this because this is an Exandria issue. We came here with the point of making peace. Making this contingent on us doing something out there is honestly ridiculous. We've already came forward and done so much.
I will actually back him and say that these are separate issues. It is one thing for us, we have shared our words here, we have made our points very clear. And if matters are to deal with this god, it should be entirely separate than what is happening between our worlds.
Yeah, peace being contingent on this just means you all came with the agenda to push this on us and layer it as a peace treaty.
Well, Argan will rotate in his chair. I believe a vote has been called nonetheless. Shall we count? And, as I said previously, Dorzin raised their hand. Cassio begrudgingly did so as well. Vexalia, and then Jamansa Ord. All other hands stay lowered. Argan will rotate in his chair. It is a very wise thing to wait instead of throwing out accusations. Not all of us came with the same agenda, but it's idiotic to assume everybody would be for the same thing.
Not assuming, I'm just stating a fact.
You said that everybody would say it would be contingent. They failed the vote.
Look, when somebody does something, it's the same reason why I asked the Moonweaver's emissary what they meant by that, so they can explain. When I pointed out what they meant by it, they just resorted to name calling.
You just won the vote.
Thanks.
Not everybody. Be more careful with the words you use, as many people take offense to it. If you lump everything into one category, it is bad. And please, no more outbursts. I do not wish to remove you from this chamber. Jaman begrudgingly sits down in the chair. Ulrich will stand up. Well, I for one think that individual should definitely be in more of these talks and conversations. Thank you, child. I appreciate it.
Throws up a peace sign at Ulrich.
However, do not quit your day job. You are an exceptionally bad singer.
You sang with me. You joined in.
To make it better. But I would like to offer, as that is not going to be contingent on these peace talks, and he glares over towards Jamansa Ord from that, who meets his gaze without any flinching, that regardless of how these talks go, if you all are interested in assisting in the endeavor, you would have the full support of those who worship the Everlight behind you. However, we will be tactical, and we are not going to be throwing our individuals at her just to die. We have recorded many of our own dying already, and every emissary sent out to speak and parley under the guise of peace has not returned thus far. Sure you all understand our caution.
I understand.
Great, it is understood.
Good. Now, can we get back to the topic on hand, Shaman, or do you have any more hissy fits to throw around? Argan face palms as he's realizing how incredibly dire this entire thing is. No, I'm perfectly content continuing. So, yes, sorry. Let me sit back down. And he gives the dad groan as he sits down in his chair. Does anyone else have a topic to bring up with Vindia? See, nobody raises any of their hands, and Jaman still has a look of discontent with this.
Oh, I know you got something to say, lizard lover.
Unchecked powers is what you just tried to defend. I'm curious why.
I didn't say I wouldn't check her power. I just said I'm not going to force her to leave. I don't believe in forced worship.
Sure. Anyways, Vindir, thank you.
Out of character, is there like a wall of the faithless in your world?
A what?
Wall of the faithless. Okay, if you don't worship anything, go to that wall.
Not exactly. It's more of a, there's different worlds you go to when you die based off of the type of person you were.
Gotcha.
Yeah. If you worshipped your god properly, you go to their realm. If not, there's a few different options out there.
Okay, I was just curious.
Well, everyone, I believe... No, it's not that simple. If no worship an evil person, 9 hells. Well then. Our peace treaty will be conducted and signed, as well as our collaboration and offerings. On our side, we are offering scholastical advantages to ZODIAC, sponsoring of a mage college associated with... How many major cities do you guys have? I'm sorry.
At least half a dozen.
It's 6.
Riku would look over at you and go, major cities that would be capable of housing that, we have 4. Very well. 4 of them, assisted by those of an academic inclination. May not all be from the Lyceum, but we will also make sure the Cobalt Soul has some association with that as well. In repayment for that, Elowin, you are expected to hand over a sum of... How much millions of gold did you say again?
25 million?
It was 25, yeah.
25 million gold. It will be directly handed over to an impartial party that will distribute it fairly. Shall we trust the High Curator to assist with this? No, you may not. I'll be involved in the scholastical endeavors as well. However, Jaman Sa'ord, perhaps? Jaman looks over at you, Elowin. For a few moments there, they weren't really glaring at you. You may hand it over to me in my palace.
I guess I know where his palace is.
Yeah, it's that big thing in the middle of the desert.
Oh, okay.
It's Marquette. There's the city. Oh God, what is it fucking called?
It's a really shiny jewel in the middle of the desert.
On
that you
Harel.
probably want to take.
Yeah, it's on Harel. It's a giant tower that has insane amounts of magic all coming off of it. And a fantastic large sapphire at the top of it that is roughly the size of a giant?
Gem the size of a giant.
Mm-hmm. At the top of the tower. With
How
magic.
expensive is that thing?
Someone should steal that gem.
No, like seriously, like the Hope Diamond is worth like how much, and it's only like the size of a fist.
Yeah, no, it's absurd. It's the jewel of the city. And
Oh,
there's
Jewel of the Realms, jeez.
it's up there.
I'm gonna use that as my spell component and do sacrifice.
Yes. And you will be taking Zafrin, and you will be taking Zafrin as your prisoner, where you will dictate the justice that is handed out for him as punishment for what he did. And though it is not a part of our peace talks and treaties, we are going to attempt to quell the anger of numerous other churches not being represented here right now, who will probably judge and look upon you based off of if you can get her to leave our realm or not. Though this has nothing to do with the peace talks itself, as a warning to one of you that is a worshiper of that god, if she is not removed, people will be hired to kill her. Was there any other topics that we wish to express and debate? Yeah, hi. Extraplanar influence. You guys seem to have a lot of that on your realm, and not for nothing. This is Keyleth, by the way. We have, the Ashari, my people, they have a lot of experience dealing with that, right? So I would be able to come over to your realm and check your planar portals and help set up better protections so they're less chaotically influencing your realm. If you're cool with that, of course. I mean, if that is all right with appease you all.
I think that would be much helpful.
Always wanted to
Out of
visit that
curi-
world. Huh?
Out of curiosity, if you were to do that, would it also... anything that already existed in the world, would it keep them in more so? Or, like, would it be a barrier from the outside, or would it be a two-way barrier that whatever is in is already in, and anything outside would have trouble getting in?
Oh, that's actually a really good question. Wow, okay. So what happens is your portal has an open, free leniency about it right now. Someone can jump through it and get through. Someone can jump through and get through. To the best of my knowledge, you have very powerfully built doors stopping people. But what I would do is assist with other Ashari that would come through and help set up on your realm. I hope you guys have some like druidic individuals that can help with this. It is a lot easier long term if you have people who know how to maintain them, but we will strengthen the portal so that it can be open and closed based off of a specific ritual spell cast upon it. And it can be limiting in that factor, but it wouldn't banish anybody back across the other side. It would just it would make it so in order to cross through, a ritual would have to be performed. The only things that could come in are things of a very small power. But then you have your doors. So, did that make sense?
Yeah,
I hope that made sense.
that didn't make sense.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Are you quite an expert on extraplanar portals then?
I mean, I wouldn't call myself an egg. I mean, all the purpose of the Ishari is to protect all of them on our realm, and I am the leader of them. So yeah, I guess I'm a... Everyone in the room unanimously at the same time shouts, "She is an expert."
Interesting.
The one thing that unites them all.
Their annoyance that she is horrible at politics and speaking, despite being the single most powerful person in the entire realm.
This is very useful to know, thank you.
Yeah, I guess. And I may be able to lend a little assistance as well. It would appear that your noble class seems to be, well, outside of your main city, severely lacking a lot of security measures to ensure that nobility is easier to maintain and easier to protect the people. I would be more than happy to go over the etiquettes of all of this on your realm and help you establish a noble system that may be suitable for it as well. No, she's a mommy dom. Sorry, I had to make that joke. What? Nobody wants that?
Feel free to discuss that with Riku at any time.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were Lord Casimir.
I am quite new to the title, in fact. Well, it's been like a couple of years.
Yes. Well, I would be more than happy to help assist in that endeavor for you as well, so that people stop referring to you as a cult master.
Cult Master, I've never heard that one. I don't know where it's coming from.
All over. Outside of your cult. If
We
you would
should
like
talk.
some lessons, I'd be happy to assist in the endeavor.
I think a discussion would be wonderful, especially for public image purposes.
Argan
At some
will
point.
Argan will rotate. And what would you all offer for that as well?
Power to the nobles.
Does anybody have anything they think your realm could offer them? You already given them gold, and it's not stipulated on this at all. Helping out with the god.
I mean, I could maybe offer to try and train people. You see how strong I am.
That is unnecessary. I can handle that myself.
I could always spread my new religion.
Out of
It's
the
godless.
question. Every individual that is a worshiper says out of the question simultaneously.
You're just saying people shouldn't have free will and shouldn't have the choice to choose.
Our realm is perfectly well positioned, Cassio speaks up, with our choices of worship. And a new religion is not going to help anybody. Unless the people themselves are creating it. Absolutely not. That is an occult. It is only a cult until they have over 30 members and they are recognized by the city or organizations. I still say we should up that vote to 200 members, but...
Oh, then I'm not a cult.
Well, that depends on your laws of your realm. Riku looks back at you and gives you a shrug. You're a cult.
I never said it. I'm simply Lord and how people
I
would
know,
welcome
I'm just
me.
telling you. That's how it would be.
Vampire aristocracy is completely different than people's.
Yes.
Socracy is still aristocracy.
And if I may, Scanlan will raise his hand. I would be interested in a bit of a partnership. with some of you, follow you around for a period of time, and you all can regale me with the story of your realm for us to better preserve it in song, story, and other things. From all that I've seen of your world, you are severely lacking in legendary bards. And they can only help.
I'm gonna look over at Riku and be like, yeah, you can follow me around.
I would like to follow everyone around. But I could start with you.
Oh, he's gonna follow Nobu Jr. This is gonna be great.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
And for you, all of you from different worlds, I would love to learn from you as well. Education is the best way to make sure we don't make mistakes like this again, right?
Sure.
Very well. Then, how about we all sit down and actually write this peace treaty out, shall we? And Argin will unravel a massive scroll and begin writing it with a magical ink, casting a spell upon it as well. The promises giving forth of both sides of what they are going to assist with. They are requesting aid from your side in additional funding to them, but they are going to do it in a way that they are trading all of you stone and wood at a severely discounted rate, because they have plenty of that, but they're lacking in money, so that you can rebuild what they destroyed. Then, after that, they write in that representatives of the Ashari are going to come over and help to create a system with any current druids of your realm that can protect the numerous portals on your realm as well, so that it can be controlled by your people instead of controlled or chaotically influenced by the circumstance of magic, as well as the barding, the schools, all of that jazz. All of it being written, funded by them in order to do it, getting the first preliminary educators from their realm, people who are proficient in teaching people. And then once your realm starts to have your own educators, having them educate as well.
Something that we might be able to add to them is a cooking school, because we might be able to send some of Eddie's people to go and actually, teach people how to cook and actually make good food.
Sir Yurik and Shamansa Ord both agree. Completely unnecessary. But everyone else at the table nods enthusiastically. Yes, please.
I'm going to look at Sir Yurik like, you don't wash your rice, do you?
Why would you do that?
That's
I have
what thought.
servants.
I mean, what? Sorry.
I don't wash anything. I have servants.
I'm just going to give him a look like, you got dirty ass.
No, I do not. I have servants.
Your servants wash the rice.
And my ass. But I find herbs and spices, harmful to the palate.
You think they're too spicy?
Salt
He's a white boy.
Salt is quite exceptional, I might say. And pepper in low volumes. Very good. Black pepper.
So yes, I think we will try to arrange that. Culinary classes or a school or that. I believe some of our people may be in need of work as well, so it might assist given their city was destroyed.
That is England before they discovered India. Discovered.
Mm-hmm.
We have potatoes. We cook them.
To be fair, potatoes are like the most calorie-rich food you can get.
We're not talking about
Calories.
calories. We're talking about flavor. I love me a good potato, but you bet your ass I'm putting herbs and spices in that bitch.
I usually sour cream and chives.
Yeah, that does it. But anyways, after writing through the entire doctrine, Argan will read through it and hands it down the table to each individual. Everyone at the bottom, put a speck of your blood on the page and then write your name with it. That will seal it in this spell, so that this is noted and historically well maintained to be protected, and both our realms protecting one another as peaceful allies. I will be the first one to do so. Argan pricks his finger with a little dagger, drops it on the page, proceeds to sign his name with it. And before anybody's concerned about me doing some culty bullshit, no, the blood is so that it can be identified as the individual writing it, because people are able to alter doctrines, alter documents very well, but it's kind of hard to alter blood. He passes it over to Zafrin, who easily slices his finger on an unseen blade on his staff and then signs with it. Dorzin will pull out his sword and slice his finger and just write with that directly. Cassio bites into her index finger and writes with that. Jaman extends his thumb as a nail protrudes and just pokes his finger, writes it down. The High Curator will pull out a bandage, stab her finger, write with that, and then wrap up the wound immediately. The Veiled Emissary will slice their finger open with a arrow that they have on them before writing it down. Sir Ulrich has a dedicated dagger that is meant for signing things in blood specifically that he owns. He talks about it in length as he's giving his full title and signature of everything he has. Keylith will just prick her finger on the antler on her headdress. Vexalia will pull at one of her earrings as a dagger appears and stabs her finger and signs it. Scanlan will look around the table and then start whispering to Vexalia. Those of you exceptionally perceptive will hear him going, "Hey, Vex, I need something pointy." You know, don't really got much of that, it's a cube. You're disgusting. And she hands him a dagger. "Hey, thanks." Does it, signs. And then, one by one, all of you can walk up and do it. Riku will go first.
I'll go up second.
All right. When Riku approaches, she will take the dagger that Scanlan's been using and sign with that. What do you use to prick your finger?
I'm just going to use my bugbear, so I think I got a cane and things, right?
Yeah, you
So
do.
I can use that. But I'm going to make one comment when I get up there. I'm going to be like, I thought we were supposed to come here without weapons.
Argan looks over at Vexalia. "You were." Vex shrugs. "I honestly forgot I was wearing these earrings."
And everyone else?
Yeah, she wasn't the only one. It was everybody. Half the people
Yeah.
pulled out the dagger.
Yeah, that's what I was making comment of. I'm like, we
Where's
were
it at,
supposed to
a
turn our
sword?
weapons.
Huh?
Dorzin had a sword.
Well, his summoned into his hand when he did it.
Fair enough.
He can't be permanently disarmed. He just... Yeah.
It was just a funny comment.
Yeah. Argan shakes his head. "Yeah, I guess so." So you bite, sign like that. Reese will go up and prick his finger, but he has to like really prick it because his horns aren't really sharpened. Shit. Signs and then blows a little fire on it where it sears the wound shut.
I'll use my fountain pen. Sorry.
Stab. Right with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kaz will go up and just like tap his armor so like on the walls to unveil the chest mouth and just like pricks a finger on one of its. It like let the jaw like expand a little, so it's just like toothy, a bit saliva, and just slit it on that, and then drop. Intentionally just being on their thing, and then it just like lets it seal itself back up again.
Before the deer goes, Desmond's gonna quickly try to cut his finger and sign Desmond. I'm gonna give Zaffron a 2, Cassio a 3, and who else hated him? I think it's the High Curator, right?
He was worried might recognize him.
Yeah, well, I know those two. I'm saying there was a third one, right?
Oh,
Maybe
that
not.
hated Jamansa, or during your interactions learned to hate you.
Well, I mean the one that hates Desmond.
It's only those two. It was
Just
only
those
those
two.
two.
Just them.
Yeah.
Okay. And Argon, fuck it. Argon gets a 4 on perception when he writes this.
So, you go up and write it as well.
Vidir, since Kaz went gross, he's gonna play with his little spell sight eye stick thingies that are stuck in his eyeball to really dig in there, get some blood, and then just spin right. Yeah.
Your lizard squirting with your eye. Just
Yeah. There we go.
Okay. Yep. You do that. And then, after it is signed, Argon takes the document and does an incantation over top of it, where it solidifies completely and separates into 3 exact pages and copies of it. Once they turn into the 3 copies, he will hand one to you, Vindir, and then while sitting in his wheelchair, wheel to the High Curator and hand her a copy as well. And then wheel back over to here. All right. Now, everyone, congratulations. We have attempted to achieve peace. And so long as neither side goes against this document, it will be respected and maintained through the spell. It will be recognized by high courts, as well as the divine order, that we are allies. It's gnawing at the back of If anybody is interested, the Lyceum will be available to you all, where we have some light refreshments available, and we can all get better well acquainted with what we are doing. This is going to be a very long, arduous journey, trying to achieve what we came here today to speak on. Remember, actions mean far more than words. And I call dibs on the eclairs. He just starts backing up in his chair without even looking as the double doors unseal and open, and he escapes through them.
Because I would love to say we should leave, is what Desmond says.
I'm fine with that.
Let's not. If you need to, then fair enough. But I think there are some things that we have to discuss here.
Yeah, Desmond's definitely, he was not saying that.
Oh yeah, the chair floats. It doesn't wheel. I apologize.
Also, I don't think it'd go in like 2 minutes for like
Yeah,
15, 20 minutes.
no problem.
I'm also.
But that's actually a good place for us to go and break then. Everybody, we'll be right back.
Hmm.
Yes.
We're back. So, who all wishes to go home? You're welcome to do so. And who all wishes to go to the networking event between planes?
Going networking.
Same.
Yep. Gonna eat some
Yeah,
eclairs.
the night Chevy Chase got fired for
Chevy
I'm
Chase
going
got
Swine
fired.
Pierce.
No. Your TV
Sorry,
is loud as fuck.
Somebody's
Yeah. Or whatever you've got on in the background, it's entirely eclipsing whatever you're saying.
Yeah, I can't hear anything you're saying over. Chevy Chase got fired. But anyways, well, you guys go over, and where you step through the doorway, you are back in that same holding portal, the portal into the Lyceum that you were at before, but instead of the security that was there previously, the world around you seems to be completely different than the last time you were here. There are walls structured around where you currently stand, revealing that this is actually a tower. The floor itself is still that darkened reflective source that you can barely see your reflections inside of, and past the archway, you see that same floor continues on in this realm until it reaches some beautiful, vibrant green grass that looks like it could not possibly be greener on any other sides. Past that, you can see 6 different large apartment-style buildings with a humongous educational wizarding school college in the center of all of that. Separating you from that area, however, is a large, domed, magical barrier, fortified and magically enhanced to stop anybody of a certain influence of the weave from crossing that threshold. All of you meet the requirements to not be able to go in there. You are too powerful to do so. However, before you, there is a large buffet table filled with various meats, various fruits, vegetables, and most importantly, the most vibrant display of pastries and desserts any of you have ever seen. There are pies that smell so incredibly sweet, it's almost intoxicating to the nostrils. There's these massive pastries glazed and covered in a simple vanilla that is in the shape of a draconic claw reaching towards you. There are donuts, tarts, wonderful, wonderful various other pastries as well. And when you all smell them, I would like each of you to give me charisma saving throws. This is not magical.
Is this to do with food?
Yes.
Would it have anything to do with hunger?
No, hunger has absolutely nothing to do with it.
Okay.
That's actually a 19.
Let me clean my hand. So one more of you has to roll. Oh, you don't know he's proficient in that save as well. White, did you have Desmond leave?
Yeah, Desmond left.
Oh, I did not hear that part. I'm sorry. Never mind then. So, Vindir, you rolled a 19, actually.
Yes.
Okay, you are the only one whom is successful. Everyone else, that food is the best smelling sweets any of you have ever smelled before in your life. And it makes you really want to eat it all. And no, it has nothing to do with hunger. You gorge because you like it, not because you're hungry.
A bunch of gluttonous fools tonight.
Mm-hmm. Argon will float on up next to you guys. Yes, the protein pastries. Fucking what? It's just the pastries that smell that good. What is a protein pastry? Like protein coffee now. I don't like that. So, yes, all of you go over, and as Argon floats over towards you on his chair, he smiles and goes, yeah, those are from the Slayer's cake. I got them specially because, well, they're the best we have to offer on our world.
I have a question though.
Yeah.
Does the narrator have a sweet tooth?
The narrator is a fat bastard. He likes food.
Yeah, no, I'm asking the narrator if he...
The narrator would betray his allyship to you if you did not grant him those tasty treats.
Is that really what it takes?
Yes.
I'll take
Don't do it,
the biggest
do
plate
it,
I can
Ellen.
find. Who was again was the one we can ask for to cast spells?
Argon.
Argon, Argon, I'd like to cast a spell to send
Here, I'll leave
someone
you guys
some
here.
treats.
Yeah, go for it.
So, I'll it's a chest. Can't remember the name of the spell. The maybe just find the spell. Spells. Galler's Pidi Courier.
Yes, the courier.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'll fill the small chest of sweet and send it to the narrator.
The narrator is pleased with this offering. And everyone else, as you are sitting there, clearly unable to control yourself very well.
Mhm.
Free him or free ourselves of him. Either way, you see. I think Elowen likes not giving recaps.
Indeed.
But as you begin glutton, what is the pastry of your choice, Casimir? What is that pastry that Casimir just finds so delectable, despite never
So-
needing nourishment of any kind?
I would say something jam filled. I think
Jelly
donuts would
donut.
be a good choice. Yeah,
He just gets all the jelly donuts. Just
I think so. Yeah, just walking around with a platter. Just there's not much care in it.
And how about said he wants the protein option, so I honestly can't fathom a protein based pastry meat pies. Yeah, meat pies. He's gluttoning on meat pies. And what about you, Elowen? What is your glutton?
I would say a donut filled with what's the name of the alcohol? It's Porto cooked berries.
Oh, okay. So it is a fancy donut. Nice.
Yeah, I went to when I went to culinary school, we went to a 5 diamond hotel, and there was plenty of stuff, and one of the desserts was Porto cooked berries. It was fucking delicious.
What the fuck? He sent me a... Alright, protein-infused jams and protein-infused jellies. You know what, for a place that Grog specifically would have loved, I think they would have that, yes. Protein jams and protein jellies. All right, there you go, Ur. You got those things. Vindir, as you look at your allies gluttonously eating, you notice Riku is even subjected to this in the corner, just like dabbing at herself as she's trying what you can know is Bahamut claws. It's like a bear claw, but dragon-shaped.
Yeah.
Dorzen seems to be not gluttoning. Zafrin seems to be not gluttoning. And Scanlan and Vexalia and Keyleth are not. Everybody else is just hovering over the pastries, absolutely enthralled with how good they are.
I'd like to.
Wait, Vindir.
Sorry.
I was focusing on Vindir for a second, yeah.
Sorry.
I'm gonna go up to Keyleth and ask her what's going on with the pastries.
Oh, wait. Yeah, forgot. You're not from, yeah, so in Whitestone, there's this place called the Slayer's Cake. It's a little bit of a joke on the Slayer's take. I guess it might not be that funny. But like, it's kind of funny. It's pretty cool. But they're like the best, culinary, pastry chefs we have in the world. And yeah, they make the best sweets. Yeah, I enjoy them a lot, but I get them every year sent to me because, Vexalia, Lady of Whitestone, and Scanlan does as well. So, like, we're pretty good, but yeah, it's, if you don't go to Whitestone, you don't really have access to it unless you want to spend an entire spell teleporting over there just to get some good pastries, which, admittedly, some people do. She looks over at Dorzen, who's currently just like mowing down on this beautiful looking lemon tart.
I get that they're delicious, but it seems that some people are addicted to them.
Whoa, hey, there's She looks over at Vexalia, who's just like making a small platter of actual food right now and eating it. Yeah, 1 second, I'll be right back. And she goes over to Vexalia and starts whispering to her very hushly. You can half make out the conversation of like, hey, I thought we talked about, you're not doing that, are you? You're not? You promise? Okay, seriously though, you're not? Like, we talked, it's very dangerous. It's okay, that's fine. Yeah. Then she comes back over to you. Yeah, no, nothing illicit in any of these ones.
These ones?
I don't believe your friend's telling you the truth.
No, Vex would absolutely lie to me, but it's nothing harmful. Argan, you purified everything, right? Argan looks over. Yeah, of course. Someone else did. All right, so it's not actually anything that bad. So there's this unique, there's this sugar that we have. It can only be gotten in one place in our world, and it makes the food a lot better. Like a lot better. But it's just sugar. I mean, like, other than the normal problems with it. Yeah. Not to mention...
So is this like MSG of sugar?
Yes.
Okay.
It's straight up MSG sugar. Which is why only sweets and pastries can be infused with it. Well, and pasta. Anybody wondering, you put a little bit of sugar in your pasta sauce, it makes it less acidic.
Yeah. It does.
For business reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good luck talking to the one person who hates you here more than anybody else.
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing... Guys, all right, let me just... Everyone, there's nothing harmful in the pastries. All of you can give me more charisma saves if you failed previously. Casimir, you can put it down if you want to. Elowin, you can put it down if you want to. Yeah, clearly. Just
I'd like to make a cook's stencil check to see if I can determine the recipes of those things.
You can, utilizing wisdom.
Yeah, I'll use my human thing to have advantage.
32. I mean,
It's a nat 20.
Yes, 32. You figure out how to make it, start sampling each of the pastries and jotting down your own notes for it. The most important thing is you need to get your hand on that sugar.
Yeah.
Because this is not normal sugar. This is...
Yeah.
It's enhanced flavor. In fact, you think Aries would probably make you a richer person for this sugar.
Yeah. Who do I need to talk to have a source of that sugar?
Who are you asking?
Argon.
Argon looks. Whitestone has not given that information to anybody, as it's currently their number 2 export.
Yeah, but it's an export. He can sell me some, I guess. Or is it?
They export the pastries, not the sugar.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you can ask Lady of the Whitestone, but
yeah,
just warn you, she hasn't let anybody buy it with their money.
Maybe that number wasn't high enough.
Is Jemen still here?
Everybody. The only people missing are the Veiled Emissary, and Cassio.
Okay.
Sorry, let me... Argon back, Veiled Emissary. And Highbearer Vord still has not returned.
Okay. I'll go talk with the Lady of the Veil.
Lady of Whitestone?
Yeah, of West, I'm sorry.
Yeah. You approach over to her. Oh, must say, I really like your witching hat. It would go wonderfully with my broom. Who'd you have tailor it for you?
I've made it myself.
Oh, you're a tailor?
Yeah. I have all the, just out of character, I have a feat for that.
She doesn't. So,
yeah.
I may commission you one of these days to make me a hat similar. It would go wonderfully with my broom.
I'm trying to find. I was told the pastries use a special kind of sugar. I'd like to get the supply for myself, but I was told it wasn't possible.
Oh, good. Someone else already told you.
Yeah, but I knew I can get my hands on some.
Oh, I thought someone already told you. No.
Oh.
Yes, it's I'm so sorry. No.
Okay.
We use it exclusively. If you would like to procure some pastries from us, I'd be more than happy to get you in contact with the Slayer's Cake directly, but we're not selling off our trade. I mean, that would be really stupid of us.
Well, thank you for what's the word? That I'm using.
Considering?
Considering. I'm using conversation. I don't remember the word of it. Where it, like, she actually answered me back instead of like just don't talk to me.
Oh, yes, I wouldn't be that disrespectful to you. There's nothing wrong with you, as far as I'm concerned. Dragons are... well, you're not a real one, so it's fine.
I'll go try to talk with Jemon.
Jamon?
Yeah, Jemon.
Alright. I just imagine echoing across the vast void is Casimir. Ah!
Yeah, basically.
You walk over to Jamansa Ord, who is sitting at the end of the table and slowly eating what appears to be this wonderful flat cake.
Mhm.
Covered in some type of very thick, almost caramel liquid.
I like wait at like 20 feet, then I ask if I can approach.
I suppose.
And I approach.
We're currently in a free country.
Yes, but yeah. Was wondering, would you accept part of the payment adamantium, or only gold?
I would accept partial payment in adamantium, yes.
Okay, that's all the question I had. Thank you for. And I'll just not finish my sentence and just back off. And can I do like a kind of check or something to try to remake that sugar, like the composition of the sugar?
Alchemist check, utilizing intelligence.
Okay, alchemy. Give a second. No, that. What? I'm trying to. Oh, there we go. Intelligence. 30.
Okay.
It's a 19. No.
If you could get your hands on some of the pure sugar, you could be able to artificially replicate it, utilizing your knowledge of herbalism, in order to create a cane that would be able to grow it. But for like lab-built sugar, probably not.
Okay. They probably have confection that are dipped in sugar.
There's dishes covered in powdered sugar, but it's not the sugar. I'm saying like you need the grain, the
Okay.
cane sugar itself, like the
Okay.
raw stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Wah wah.
You got to get it raw.
Mhm.
Hey, that's what she said.
Kaz is going to just try to look around and ask. Let's go for Sir Uric.
You approach over towards him, and he is leaning back in a chair with his very round belly pushing out. And now you see that there is a horse that is looking a little older for a horse, but also a little roundish belly hanging out behind him that he's like sharing the food with right now.
I'm glad to see that you're certainly enjoying the festivities and everything that comes along with it.
Yes, of course. That is the point of parties. Enjoy them.
Indeed. You don't happen to know where the veiled emissary might be, do you? I happen to notice they're missing along with the... Who's the one that was missing?
Cassio.
Cassie.
Well, for Cassio, I saw her walk out here, grow a tree out of nothingness, and then step through it and leave. For the veiled emissary, when we walked here, she was already gone. But that is typical for her kind.
What do you mean by that?
Sneaky.
Interesting.
Yes.
I didn't think that they would disappear so suddenly.
People of the
I'm hoping
Underdark
to-
have a tendency to be incredibly sneaky and difficult to keep a watchful, trustworthy eye on. Much like goblins in that regard.
As one of the Underdark myself, thank you. And we do have our tendencies to be like that.
Yes, of course. I mean, it's not. I have many friends that are sneaky. You are learning many things about Sir Yurik.
Yep.
First thing, racist. Second thing, I hope his player is here enjoying this.
Well then, if they're not present, it's a shame. Do you happen to know where they might have gone then? If they were to leave so suddenly?
Well, I imagine back to the Underdark, or a shadow, or perhaps there was a ritual sacrifice, or a nude gathering under the moonlight that they needed to aspire to. I don't know.
We do have plenty of those. They are fantastic. But thank you.
Nude?
Depends on the types.
I don't understand it. The gods invented pants for a reason.
Who says it was the gods who made them? What if it was man?
I'm fairly certain it was the gods. They wished for people to have modesty, and not feel offended when they looked at certain people's magnificence. Like myself, of course.
Have you met the god of pants? I have to say I haven't myself.
No, the god of progress. She's a goddess. And I think that was the purpose of it. She wanted to make sure that people weren't distracted from progress by looking at magnificent penises.
Noted.
Not to say that I'm attracted to penises. I'm just saying, there are magnificent sized ones. I'm sure you've been to a watering hole. You look like the type. Stand next to an individual and then you go, whose horse is that?
Of course, yes, absolutely. I know exactly what you're talking about. I thank you so much for this conversation.
Well, why'd you come over here wanting to know? Just where the emissary went?
It was, yes. Although it was a pleasure to meet you finally and to have this discussion as well.
You are most welcome. I am curious if we're going to have any dealings in the near future, though.
I suppose when we give your people back over, we might meet you again. Do you have a place that you would prefer them to be?
Absolutely, I do. Yes. There's a location inside of Taldore. Dorzen actually owns it as a stronghold for many different mercenaries. We can create we can assist in transporting them all over and gathering and taking them off your hands. And of course, I would be more than happy to assist you all with what I said I'd help you with.
If you're needing any help, if you seek to meet with the goddess upon your lands, and if there is any aid that you might be able to help, I am sure that we'll be in touch.
I'd be more than happy to give it to you.
Yes, I'll. If you share with me the details of that location, I can see that it's passed on to the right people, and we can begin those work.
Wonderful. I'll be more than happy to engage in this. By the way, I am curious. I heard that you are the what is it they called you? The miser of white powder?
That is a new one, but I suppose I know what you're talking about, yes.
Right.
Would you like some?
No, I would like all of it.
That would be a hefty sum.
Well, yes, of course. I assume I would get a bulk discount.
And that can be arranged. I have some contacts in this world that I'm sure that you'll be very happy with.
Yeah.
Perhaps we can even come to an arrangement and ensure regular and consistent deliveries personally to you.
Absolutely, that is what I'm looking for. And don't worry, he'll put a hand on your shoulder. I am not worried about your undead disposition. I know many of you do not choose to be undead, and when the divine day comes where you need to die, I will make sure you do so with dignity.
You can certainly attempt so. So I have about... I have 10 doses here that I could share, but...
That's it?
unfortunately, due to matters at hand with war efforts, there has been a lot of consumption going around. But because of this, and stringent means because of the business, the cost has gone up. You sure you'll be able to afford this?
Well, how much are we talking for all 10?
Let's... You could call it 2,000.
2,000? That is astronomical. No, never mind. Recreation is not worth that.
Who was he talking to?
Sir Uric.
Yurik? Okay.
It's not actually. I think that's actually what I sell it for.
Yeah, but to him, that's way too expensive. Because it is way too
I was pretty
expensive.
sure. I was saying that I was saying it and I've charged him, but I'm pretty sure that is actually the price.
Yeah, 200 gold a dose. Yeah.
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 Well, if it is too rich for your taste, then by all means. And I'll just like take out a quick line and just yeah. Let him see what he's missing at the very least. I am purposely trying to like. Are you sure? You sure you don't want to?
Yeah, persuasion check.
Persuasion. I have advantage in this. Funny.
How about 1,700?
You have been such a good guest. How about I will give you 5 for free and 750 for the other ones, and perhaps we can call upon a future favor from you in the future. Would
Well,
that make
considering you're not a
interested?
considering you're not a fiend or a fae, I'm more than happy to do favors with you.
Then let's call it 750 for these 5 and 5 on the house for a future favor.
Yes, of course. If you need somebody resurrected from the dead, he'll pat you on the shoulder again. More than happy to do so.
May just be needed. Here you go.
Thank you. And he will take the doses from you.
I'll not turn off. And then slip away from that conversation.
Yeah,
God damn it.
that is a player's character who retired.
I did not realize they were going to be as much of a mess as they were.
Oh, yeah. I mean, think about you guys. Come on. So during all of this, is there somebody you would like to talk to here? This is the networking event. Is muted.
I think they're still in a place where they might not be able to
Sorry,
talk.
I'm still kind of in the. Yeah, you can hear the background.
All right, no problem. Go on. We'll switch over. Vendir, networking.
Trying to think of. I guess talk to Zaffron some more. See why he's being so moody about. I don't know about everything. He seemed odd.
Okay. So you go up to Zaffron, who's just sitting at the table, currently eating some turkey. Hello,
What?
Vendir.
Hello. Why has your demeanor been kind of gloomy?
It may be because of it being that season, but probably not. I'm not sure. You know, I've been around for an exceptionally long period of time. And, well, I am I am regretful for what occurred. Honestly. I've managed to go a very long time without doing something so heinous as having to put people into that position. And I've always done so from the position of wanting to leave the world better, you know. Kill the few to save the many. That type of thing. But I was put into that terrible predicament, and I don't like it. And in all honesty, I felt like the accord would not go as smoothly if there wasn't some sign of seeking of forgiveness on one's part. You understand?
I just question if you're more worrisome now that somebody can call you on your threats.
Vindia, if I'm being honest with you, you and your allies collectively, especially with Iblis, are a fearsome gathering, but there are many others of this realm that you must be far more worried about. I would encourage you to remember one bit of wisdom. The moment you assume that you are the strongest person in the room, you are proving to everybody you are not. But no, I am regretful for the actions I took. And as per my wish, if you all, your people, decide that that punishment is due, then that is right. It is the people's choice what happens, what occurs. Not mine.
Okay, that should be interesting.
But that is all I was attempting to do.
Are you not worried you're gonna get zapped by Timora like all the other emissaries have?
No, gods can't find me. Though, Wheelmover, Shar's blessings. Shar's blessing. Yes. None of the divine can seek me out. I can only receive messages from those whom I wish to receive them from, like you. Even you wouldn't be capable of spying and finding me anywhere in the realms. If I didn't want you to, of course.
There's always a way to bend the rules. There's probably a way I could find you.
Oh, absolutely. But not through something as simple as I cast a spell and I do it. And, well, not for nothing, gods are fools the majority of the time.
Yeah, that's why we're all here.
Yes. So how do you think the dealings went, honestly?
It could have been worse,
Yes.
but I don't know. They're wanting to do things that I don't think are going to be as easily achieved as they think it's going to be.
Well, I mean, I don't think anybody here is under the assumption anything we are going to do will be easy.
I believe some of them feel like it's writing it down like on a piece of paper and it's done.
I would hope not. But who knows, honestly?
And you and these Exandrians might need to come to the reality that they might have to be uncomfortable.
I don't think a pretty enough picture was painted, and I don't think you understand they won't be. The other individuals who slayed gods previously did so during our calamity. And they've only grown more powerful since, but they stay dormant. And before you ask, I'm not interested in telling you whom they are or expressing any amount of information you can do to search for them.
If I really wanted to know, I'd just go find that book your monk was running around with.
Oh, he's not my monk, but he still has that thing.
He was talking about it. I'm not sure if he has it, but...
That idiot. But, yeah, probably somewhere in that. It's just, nothing good comes from God independently walking across the realm. Sure, you can understand that.
What did they say? You just gotta have a little faith?
Yes, of course. Faith. But
I mean,
no.
they're really not into freedom around here, so I don't see why they got a big deal about it.
Did you not hear the story, or did you not comprehend it?
Well, I comprehended it perfectly fine, but at the same time, they don't even want to have non-God religions around here either, so clearly they don't care.
Well, I mean... That's just one of those things. You know how godly people are. If you would have said, hey, what about we tell people that they can choose not to worship? People know they cannot worship, India. It's not like we're forced to do so. Of course, if Timora stays on this realm, we will be forced to do so eventually in time.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I understand that aspect, but forcing her to leave.
Well, if we allow an unchecked power to remain and we already see what they do, then we can't blame them for doing what they do.
What are you gonna do?
Assuming I survive your realm. I'm probably going to try to find a way to separate her from our plane. Or, if that is not possible, incentivize her to willingly leave. The veil is in place for a reason. See, the people of our realm, we've spoken, we know. We do not want a god here. So if they stay here, that is them imprinting their will upon us, taking away our choice of worship.
But you already take away people's choice of worship.
You really love mixing up other people's words, don't you?
No, you have the betrayer gods you do not allow worship of. It's outlawed in some of your regions.
Would you allow someone to worship Exium? Would you?
I'm not the one who has a problem saying that.
Would you allow someone to
No,
worship Exium?
We just ended a cult of Exium.
And Exium being a far bigger problem than Theris Dune or the Serpent Queen or the Spider Queen. If somebody worships any of them, they all, in the past, have proven to us time and time and time again, I can give you shelves of literature, of different books, of how many times they have tried to end our world. or destroy the weave and the divine gates so that they can be the only god here and force us all to worship them so they can be powerful enough to kill the prime deities. See, there's a difference between removing people's free choice and giving them the option to make a horrible decision that will lead to the downfall of our realm. If someone just willy-nilly said, hey, I'm going to start worshipping Exium, are you going to give them the opportunity to continue, or are you going to stop it immediately before it gets out of hand?
I guess we just have two different philosophies.
Yes, my philosophy is to learn from history.
Well, you say you're learning from history. You say you don't want gods controlling you, but your whole realm is controlled by gods constantly. You do their bidding, and then when you have a new one, granted she's not doing it the right way, you don't want her around.
No.
I have no problem stopping her from forced worship. But to make her leave because you guys say you don't like gods, but you've listened to them to your death, doesn't make any sense. And that's the problem I'm trying to understand. Or that's where our philosophies diverge. Is that you say you don't like gods, and you don't want to listen to them, but you went to war with a whole realm because of gods.
Because of a grand deception that made it appear like you all were going after us and destroying the pantheon that we choose to worship. It was an unfortunate circumstance, absolutely. But, to be fair, she did lie about what was being shown pretty pointedly. Annoyingly so.
Maybe the Moonweaver should do something. And not run.
I couldn't agree more. I assume you plan on doing something about her.
Doing something, yes. And why did her emissary leave so quickly?
I wish I knew. Perhaps they just did not wish to stick around for the festivities afterwards. I'm very curious about this entire interaction. Based off of my opinion, the Moonweaver was being unnecessarily deceptive, which is annoying, but we don't know why. Then the emissary, who has to act upon the will of the Moonweaver, did so in a manner that seemed to paint the Moonweaver in a poor light.
They're already painted in a poor light with the revelations that it was all modified. And they didn't even defend themselves. But yet none of your people really brought it up. Even though it's one of your gods.
And we will handle it as we need to. Again, not your problem. Unless you wish to choose that this will be a problem of yours.
She might be.
Well then. I'm more curious why the emissary revealed the information they revealed instead of manipulated it. That is what painted her god in a poor light. I'm curious about how this will unfold.
I wonder if my perspective would be closer to yours if I spent more time around asshole gods.
No, Kaz, it's mine.
Yeah, but
Perhaps. Perhaps not. Most important thing to me is live by a rule, but be willing to break it. The moment you assume anything is absolute is the moment you make yourself a damn fool.
And why did the old lady leave?
Cassio?
Hmm.
Well, her I can actually answer for. She doesn't like any of you. She is of the opinion that we should have killed Liara outright, killed all of you as well, and been done with most of this situation. She likes to remind me that because we did not kill Liara, and because we did not kill all of you, that this god had the opportunity to ascend, come here, and your lives have cost the lives of tens of thousands of individuals.
Yara did die, though.
Well, it didn't stick very well, did it?
The Liara that you all hate is
Hey,
very dead.
excuse me? You all?
Okay, afraid of?
Yes, that's fair. Vindia, I've been trying to make it very clear I am your friend, not your enemy.
Yes, and I don't consider you an enemy, but I don't consider you a friend either.
Yeah, that's fair enough, actually. But, yes, she views by us not intervening, we went against the wishes and our purpose as the Wisp Collective.
Yeah, how does this whole room not know that she is the head of the Wiz Collective?
Many people are newly appointed to their seats and positions of authority due to their power, not because of their wisdom. And as per her wish, she did not wish for them to understand that. Not everybody in a seat of power is responsible enough to understand that power.
I was under the impression that you guys are trying to be the moral compass of your realm.
Moral? Absolutely not. Our goal and perspective is to stay necessary. The necessary evil. To handle things so others do not have to. But I, despite my experiences, still believe that you and your companions will choose to fix many of our problems and make up for the cost that it has been keeping you all alive. Not to mention, you are nearing to the point where the Wisp might not be capable of killing you.
Oh, so you're gonna try to trap us now?
You? Vindia, I'm your prisoner.
It's the royal you.
Fair
I'm
enough.
talking about the Wisp Collective.
Fair enough.
And if you live, you're gonna go back to them. It's the only thing you know. I don't see you scampering off, going solo.
No, you're right on that. I would not seek to do solo work. And the Wisp Collective's goal and responsibility is still good.
Ain't many of you left.
You'd be surprised.
That's a pretty big mountain.
Yes.
Alright, well, let's go with the rest of the group.
All right. Scamper on over. Do, 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 do. Hello, everyone. It's been a minute. Everyone's all back together. Yay!
Hmm.
Elowen, did you go try to talk to the dragon guy?
I was listening to that from across the room.
I
I was
did
trying to
talk
find
to
a good seat.
Let Elowen
I-
speak.
I did talk to the dragon guy. Why?
I just saw you walking over there. I wasn't paying attention, but you seemed to be getting scared.
Well, I'm a false dragon by everyone's standard, and everyone that represents dragons hates my guts. So I was trying to be diplomatic as much as I can be.
And how did that work out for you?
Well, this conversation did work out well, as sure that it was.
Very proud of you for that. You're learning.
It was very strange to see. There wasn't even a smoke blown or a punch thrown. It didn't even seem like a sharp word. I expected, given the earlier predicament, so much worse. It's commendable, really.
Are you
Mhm.
really going to give him back 25 million gold?
Do I have a choice?
I mean,
Unless you wanted to go live on the run, I suppose not.
It's written in with my blood, so it's signed with my
Oh.
blood. Sorry.
oh, okay.
But are you going to be able to stomach it?
It's going to be
Well-
hard, but things have to be done.
There's a period of time where your hoarding got us into so many disasters. Because you saw shiny things and wanted to keep them.
While trying to make
I s-
amends.
I once saw you try to haggle a poor merchant out of 30 copper for a shoe.
Yeah, I was cursed. What can I say?
That's what they all say.
You know, if you're cursed, you talk to your friend the cleric who can uncurse you.
Yeah, it was not that kind of. It was a wish that could then curse me. So
Oh,
that kind of curse.
you really made somebody mad.
Yeah, I destroyed a mountain. What can I say? I made a lot of people mad.
You hear from across the room Keyless snickering.
See, what I don't understand is you destroyed a mountain and get cursed with something that you can remove with which I get touched by some person and become cursed that only a deity can remove. The differences in these worlds are astronomical.
Mhm. I'd like to go speak with Lady Whitestone again.
I might actually have to go speak with her myself at some point.
Would
Those
every-
cakes were rather delicious. I believe we could get a deal organized. Share some business ventures.
Would you
Mhm.
all like to go speak together?
God damn it. We could. It's
Yeah, we could.
I think it might be worth including. It seems like she might be with the Ershari woman. We could speak to her as well in the process, perhaps. Do you think she might be a good candidate for you know what?
For what?
Maybe, but I think she needs to be tested.
Perhaps. Or, she is an expert in planar travel. You know how we are in need of one of those, Elwyn.
Mm-hmm. I know.
That. specifically wording this so awkwardly. Like, I know Zaffron's right there.
Zaffron just looks between all of you. Let me actually roll for him. He has to roll like below 7.
He gets a 4.
Didn't you use all 3 in the previous? No, you're not even here.
I'm not
Fuck
here.
you.
He gets
Fuck you.
a 4.
He got his 15. You almost gaslit me into that, man.
Desmond could have just went out and undisguised himself and came back in disguised again. Like, you could have came in just as Desmond.
No, he couldn't have.
Or someone else.
Zaffron and Cassio.
Well, Cassio isn't here.
Yeah, but he didn't know that. But anyways, Zaffron tilts his head. Oh, are you talking about Brightbridge's specific law and domain that you are currently wielding inside of that mirror of yours?
How did you know about that?
You all are not very discreet.
We haven't mentioned it at all to anyone.
Just amongst yourselves.
Have you been scrying on Ergwald?
Are you the one that has been doing that?
Not me. My
Are you getting the
associates.
information? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's been you that's been scrying upon
A
us. Okay,
member
so
of the
that's-
collective has been taken exceptional interest in all of you, and yes, they've been scrying on Ergwald.
Yes,
Yeah.
Urge, you've been scryed on multiple times. You'd notice this?
You need level 28 soon, like in a year.
Yeah.
And since you're just talking about it so openly,
Well, just with all of
where
you.
anyone could hear,
Oh no, nobody can hear my voice carry across the room unless I wish to project it to them.
so you bait us into the conversation so that we would talk about it, though.
I literally made you do nothing.
Mm-hmm. And we will talk about this at a different time then.
But yes, I mean, I think your analysis is actually quite good if my input means anything.
Or one of our people, perhaps. We need to
Perhaps.
deal with that sooner or later, but I don't know if that's a power we want to give to Exandria. Well, especially with how uptight they were.
Well,
I
I was
would-
thinking maybe have her tag along when we go talk to Timora.
I would encourage you all to remember Taldore and... Well, not Taldore. Exandria is a very big world, and many of our groups do not agree philosophically, morally, or ethically. But we do our best to work with one another diplomatically. We did just come out of a war, after all. Before all of you.
Yes, but if they're complaining about one god in the world, and then suddenly there might have been 2, do you think they would take that so graciously?
No. But I would just
Precisely.
encourage you not to treat every member of Exandria as an Exandrian as you perceive them. Not for nothing, but you all seem to be very judgmental.
Line of work, and most of our dealings with Exandrians have been you. Can you blame us?
Admittedly, not that much, no. From the motherfucking guy that kidnaps people. Yeah, he's saying don't judge them like you judge him. You know, like...
Yeah, actually, I believe our first encounter with Exandrians were them trying to kidnap one of us.
Excuse me, Vindia. I was successful.
Not for long, though.
No. Admittedly, I was, at the time, quite disappointed in, Consequence. I thought they would have done their job better. But that's fine. He's no
Nearly
longer a
got us
member.
down.
Yes, but That's why he's no
Is that
longer
so?
a member. Of course, he betrayed us. We will
How
not put
so?
trust in an individual. We can tell when one of our own is holding back in a fight. Lucifer himself was able to restrain consequence enough to not obliterate you all when he had the opportunity, allowing you all to sit there and rest.
So you meant while we had conversation, you're saying that that's a betrayal to conversate with potential enemies?
No. To converse with your enemy is something very reasonable, but to allow them to converse with the intent of allowing an individual to lick their wounds, that your responsibility is to kill them, that is a problem.
You're saying he was being deceitful?
That is a way to look at it. But I wouldn't put it so grotesquely.
As someone that's as one that never lies, I don't believe that they would do so. But
So you believe what they did
Nothing.
was accidental? Really? Vendir, do you believe it was accidental? Vendir, you were there, right? The attack on the Whisk Collective, getting Liara
Yeah.
back?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well,
Do
I
you-
had nothing to.
Do
I
you believe it was
ahead.
accidental? Lucifan conversing with you all instead of, well, for a whole hour for you all to rest and lick your wounds, instead of killing you, which was the responsibility that his position had.
It didn't matter, regardless.
The intent is what matters in removing somebody from their position. Because one, he's either ignorant and stupid. Two, he didn't do his job and responsibility and chose to go against it. Which one would be worse for an employer? Or a co-conspirator?
I'm not gonna speak ill will of a devil right now. There's too much going on in the hells for me to want to piss off a devil.
Fair enough. But anyways,
yes, I think she should meet with the Lady of Whitestone and the leader of the Erishari.
absolutely. If I can give you a recommendation, do your utmost to be formal and respectful to Vexalia. Any slip-ups she does not tolerate very well, and she does have the full support of many individuals that would fight alongside her instantaneously here. And with Keyleth, do not try to be formal with her. She is not that type of druid. And if you try to be forceful with her, expect the retaliation of everybody here. Just tips.
Elwyn, have you noted this?
Well, I was trying to be respectful to Lady Whitestone, I believe.
Wonderful.
Then we shouldn't have an issue. Hopefully.
Wonderful.
Yeah, take trip over to meet, talk.
You approach over to Lady Vexalia, who is currently trying her first pastry, one very simple jam donut.
They're actually quite delicious, I must say. I had quite a few myself.
Aren't they?
Lady Vexalia, wasn't it?
It was, yes.
Pleasure to meet, and I should have met the rest of the cohort as well here. I'll allow them to introduce themselves. If they so see fit.
I was wondering, how much did the pastry part of the buffet cost? Approximately.
Approximately, this buffet would probably run them about just shy of 200 gold, probably around 199.
Okay. I'd like to. What? May I ask for deliveries to be made, or should I ask someone else of that you know of that I could ask for deliveries?
Well, if you are interested, I am more than happy to bring over some deliveries when we are conducting our etiquette classes on how to address nobility and how to set up a noble structure so that your society can flourish through more times other than war.
That means I need to wait for her to bring in the mystery for me to order stuff, right?
She will bring them, yes.
Okay. I won't ask her for the deliveries then.
No.
I'll wait for the emissary to come to me.
Now, I heard you all were going to make introductions directly to me. I suppose not. Then, what business do we wish to go over while we are standing here?
Lord Casimir, I'll be very least introduce myself if none of my other members seek to do fit. And
Ergwald. Thank you, Erg.
Urgwald.
I'm
I believe
listening,
you're
Kaz. Don't worry, I'm listening.
I know. I believe your etiquette lessons will serve well. I am myself quite new to the whole nobility aspect, and I must say I find myself lacking at times. It is troublesome, although vampire courts are, well, a little different. I suppose your standard nobility.
Yes. If I'm being honest with you, I have a strong distaste for vampires.
As do many. I do not hold any ill will against those that have a disposition against my kind.
Yes. But I am more than
Although-
capable of holding my tongue in the benefit of, peace.
Peace as one thing, but I was also, I was quite enjoying your snacks here and heard that they came from your region.
Yes, the Slayer's Cake, one of the grandest things that we've ever achieved in Whitestone, despite the fact that we have also achieved the greatest artificing and tinkered society in the realms known to anybody, including and not limited to the construction and invention of firearms and combustible engines. But yes, we make exceptional pastries as well.
Now, that's your mechanical constructions are very interesting. Definitely have a couple of people that I can think of that would be quite interested in the mechanical implications of implications of that.
I can alert you right now, not a single one of anybody in any realm, ours or otherwise, will be gaining access to firearms knowledge.
I have already seen some elsewhere, but it's nothing that I am looking for, of course. Merely just I know some people that would find it fascinating. I have some well-crafted friends. Ones that like to delve into, space jammers and creations that fly up in the sky. Although the Slayers cake, do you speak on their behalf, or do they have representatives of their own? I would be interested in.
The Slayer's Cake, I am here. They are just a company in my town. And I am a dominant shareholder in said company as well. So, if you are seeking any information, you may seek no further than through me.
Merely a business proposition. I have
Curious to hear.
certain businesses that I take as well, and it seems we both have an interest in white powder subjects, but perhaps there is mutually beneficial agreements that could be made.
You may continue with this line of thinking. I have heard wonders about your cocaine.
Would you like it, though? The first one's always free.
That sounds like the most dangerous proposition I've ever received. Yes, please.
By all means. I'll take out a line and hand it over.
Wonderful. And she'll just put it into a pouch into her bag.
There is always. I have some branchings into Exandria, but perhaps there is something that we could. A beneficial exchange. If you were looking to get a foothold in Zodiac, perhaps a foothold. I would look for a foothold in. Perhaps Whitestone as well.
Now, I am more than happy to discuss you potentially selling this, but I'm going to have to give that dose to my alchemist and see how dangerous it truly is. I've been forewarned by Keyleth that the natural occurrence of what your substance is, well, quite harmful, but perhaps your processing may have made it healthier, so we shall see. She's gonna sell that shit.
Yeah, that's fine.
But if it proves to be healthy and reasonable, perhaps we will see.
Love to agree to organize sometime where we can delve into the details of this more specifically.
Yeah.
Once you've made any confirmations that you would need to have. As I said, sharing between borders, between our worlds, perhaps it would be useful.
Perhaps it would be. But we shall see, shan't we? I am very interested, though, in your politics of your realm. From my analysis, you all have had, in your recorded history, 47 total years of peace out of 600 years of recorded history. Now, perhaps vampires have access to a different library that is not public to everyone else in the domains?
I do have my own. Yes, it is rather extensive.
Yeah, but dragons burn history. They don't let you keep it recorded.
Yeah, but didn't people like write that? I mean, didn't we? Is that like common knowledge on Zodiac?
Dragons had their own like error, but it's not recorded and public for other people to discover. It's knowledge that people from the world would know, not people who read books would know. She reads books. Now, do you all have any additional information? Any at all?
Sorry, what kind of information is this she's asking for?
Additional...
I didn't hear a question in the first part. Just like, did we have knowledge?
Did you have knowledge of recorded history outside of what she has access to? Like, vampires have their own society that she doesn't have access to.
We have libraries, if that is what you're asking. There is some measures of recorded history, yes. But not all of it is made public. We have a library much similar to, I believe, your Cobalt Soul here on Zodiac itself that contains much of it, but there is also private collections. Myself included.
Very interesting. Well, if I can gain more knowledges on that, I could probably help you all see how a more diplomatic society would probably lead to more peace on your realm. If you're something interested, that is.
This is something that we might be able to operate, gain for you. Morian might have one as well. That might be able to share some more in-depth history. And I can have a search in mine and see if there's anything that might be of use.
Very good. Well, if you can grant me access to doing my research on that, I can definitely assist with it. Now, I must say that your world is designed with war in mind. I can see here that the Morian estate, I was actually just speaking with Riku about this, does not have a council chamber. It has a war room. That seems a little dangerous, just as a mental state for people in your kingdom. They realize that war is going to be a very first thought in most situations. I know kettles and black, I get it. But it is something to understand. There is a reason, well, Whitestone did not wish to send its best into this war. After all, just our mercenary groups.
Those will be the ones that had the guns, I assume.
Yes, they were. We have to export our soldiers in times of war to turn a profit. I'm sure you understand. You have your own entire city like that. But I would encourage that perhaps your main cities develop chambers meant for diplomacy specifically. And just between you and me, I did inform your queen that perhaps a elected college would be better for keeping peace. People seldomly rebel when they decide who is the leader. But when a leadership is thrust upon them because they were born into it, she eyes up the area that Nobu Jr. was standing in the other room. They rebel if they do not agree with them. Serfdom versus skill. Just food for thought. And also to use your personal castle for a business is why people are referring to your organization as a cult. Not to mention many of the individuals that are under the assumption from my research that you are going to turn them into vampires as well, you know, after they sell enough of your product to deserve it.
It's a MLM.
It's a what?
It's
MLM.
MLM?
Multi-level marketing.
Yes, yeah. Pyramid scheme.
Regardless of what people say, and
Joke's
I
on
would
you.
take it with a grain of salt.
I'm getting
True,
double
perhaps.
immortality.
The fucking double immortality. Perhaps there was some of my members may be quite devoted, but are they truly to be blamed for that?
No, but perception makes a world of difference. I spent the better part of the last 100 years learning about democracies and other different forms of society and governing bodies. I carry a lot of knowledge on them. I'd be more than happy to share that with your realm, and I fully expect it to be one of the defining features that will transform your realm from a realm of constant war to a realm of growth and prosperity.
I believe it will be very much used.
Ares hates her, yeah.
Let's see what changes you may come with. And any tips for personal image reasons for business? I would be gladly happy to take.
Oh, yes. Well, that's actually the easy part. See, branding a monstrosity as something else is something that I am quite adept at. Excuse my frankness. Out of character, Ares is my favorite god, just from the sheer entertainment value he's given us. You don't like the narrator? No, I agree. Ares is one of my favorite gods as well.
Nah, it's a better one. I like Janus as well.
Janus is a great god. I like him, yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, Janus is chill. It's
He-
the worst
he's-
version of him.
He's pissed at me though.
I mean, what god isn't?
I know, right?
Welcome
Dragons
to the
are
club.
pissed at you. Gods are pissed at you. Common fucking people are pissed at you. All right. But she will go. I would recommend that you do something visibly charitable, even if it is not profitable for you. Being a savior of the realm paints you in a light that people view you as heroic. However, if you do something that is not around battle and fighting and badassery and not around turning a profit, people usually are more lenient on what you do. And it allows you to brand yourself as being helpful, especially if you tie your business into it. And to clarify, you should not give that substance to orphans.
I have not personally done that at all.
Oh, I'm aware. Orphans deserve Coke too.
Yeah. Define what is orphans. Like,
Protein.
people can be 30 years old and still be an orphan.
I have a character that has a definition of what orphans are, and that's not an orphan.
And he is an orphan, so you can't tell him he's wrong.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, about the profitable part being savior of the realm and all of that staircase, in my time has not exactly actually been the most profitable, but I will see if there was anything that I would consider outside of, the god killing, the saving of the realms, the killing of the dragons, stopping everyone from drowning. It's been a busy few years. But thank you. I'll take it note. If there's something charitable that pops up, I'll consider how I might aid it. Perhaps a sports day.
Perhaps. But it just is a simple thing that you can do to rebrand yourself. And, not to mention, it's very hard for people to turn down someone who is exceptionally charitable. Puts all of the common folk directly underneath you and supporting behind you. No rules, regulations about magical enhancements. So I cast a haste spell, and then I did a bump of coke, and then somebody put increased movement speed on me as well.
Yeah, it's just the 70s. Like,
Yeah, the 70s. I don't know what this is. My left testicle has gone inside of me, but I'm fucking fast, bro.
exactly. It's
Yeah.
early days. There's no regulations. There's no testing.
Back when they used to
Make
give it to
that money.
babies and cough syrup.
Yeah. My God, boy, you look so incredibly sick. Here, have some LSD.
It has medicinal wonders to it.
Innocent
Cocaine
till
looks
proven
remarkable like talcum powder.
Oh my god.
Oh no, Kaz is turning into Big Pharma. You are the bad guys. You are the bad guys.
Big Pharma before there was Big Pharma.
You're the bad guys. Officially.
Always been the bad guys.
Cocaine for toothache.
Right, I've done my portion of this bad guy stuff.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you, Miss Miss Lady of the White Sound. I'd like to apologize for my previous rudeness. I'm Owen, by the way.
Thank you. See? And I didn't even have to squirt you in the face with a water bottle.
I'll remove my hat, cast prestidigitation to clean it, and I'll tend it to her.
Roll me a persuasion roll. With a ravioli, give me the formuoli.
Persuasion. 27.
There will be benefits to this interaction in the future.
I'll make a little bow and I'll take my leave.
Likewise, it was a pleasure to have this, and I look forward to our future meetings.
I do.
May you enjoy the rest of your evening.
I will. Thank you. So, you look over at Keyleth, who is mid-stuffing her face.
Hey, Liz, I have a proposition for you.
What? Oh my god. She spits the food into her hands and then just, looks around uncomfortably and tosses it behind her. Who would be funny? Kaz, give me a dex save. Okay. Who would be funny if it missed Kaz? Elowin, give me a dex save.
Yeah.
If she misses this, Jumon sword. If she saves us, Jumon sword.
19.
Give me a dex save.
Oh no, come on, Jumon sword, come on. Because it would be so funny that Eowyn dodged that and hits Jumon sword.
Okay.
I think he does have advantage.
Ord. Yeah, he does. Jaman Saord has a plus. Okay. It hits nobody. Everybody in a straight line, just opposite directions, dodging their heads as it goes past all of them. And everybody looks at one another with a little nod of respect for dodging so well. Until Jaman Saord looks at you and then he glares again. Sorry, they glare again. I'm sorry, hi, you're Vindir, right? Vindir, I'm saying that right? It's the R after the D that mixes me up with the N in front of it as well.
It's fine. It's fine.
Well, no, it is. Is that your name, Vindir?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Good. Whew. Nice. Good job, Keyleth.
I have a test for you if you're willing.
What? What? I never really went to school. I mean, like, I swam with a school of fish, but I've never really been to school.
You really can't fail this one. You just gotta be you.
Oh, so cool. Just be sure. This might be fun.
I'd like you to tag along when we go and deal with Timora.
What?
I'm not asking for your help. I'm asking for you to witness and partake.
I mean, I could go with you. I don't know what help I would be. I'm not good at diplomacy, honestly. Most people that meet me don't like me.
Why? Because you talk weird?
I talk weird?
I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of.
Oh. I thought I was getting so much better. Okay, yeah, that would probably be a bad idea, because I talk weird, apparently.
You don't talk. I'm not.
Well, you just said I talk weird, right? You just said it. I mean, I understand what insinuations are, Vindir. You pointed at that one really quickly.
You ramble.
Well, yeah.
But it's fine.
Okay.
Anyways, I can't tell you what the prize is, because it will sway how you react. But
prize?
If you are
what?
willing.
No, I don't. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't really want anything from you.
Okay, you want your grade at the end? I can't tell you what I'm grading you on.
Isn't that just an arbitrary number, or do you use the letter system?
I use a yes/no system.
Okay. I guess I'll go with you.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah, not a problem. I would like some type of like idea about this, because like what, do you guys want backup or something in case shit hits the fan? Like, if I need to prepare spells, I'll prepare spells. Not a problem. You know, I can prepare them all day long.
I mean, you're a master of teleportation, correct?
I mean, I wouldn't say master. I kind like I can do it really well, and I can plane shift. That's easy, I guess.
The people that don't like you said you were, so
they don't like me.
You just said that. You told me that no one likes you.
Well, no, I didn't mean no one. Like, everyone does. I thought the people there, like...
Then you should choose your words more carefully.
Scanlan walks up at this point. Hey, don't worry, Kiki. Everybody loves you in that room. Just, you know, sometimes you ramble on for a little while. Keep telling you have to read my new book, How to Charm the Pants Off Anyone. I don't think I want to read that. Oh, it's a fantastic read. And he flicks his wrist and a copy of the book appears. You look at it, and on the front cover, there is a maiden, a elven woman whose pants are lying on the floor, holding up her sheet, barely covering the rest of her naked body, as a way taller, more muscular, more chiseled jawline, and barely hidden, very large penis Scanlan is also on the cover behind her, smirking. Here's a copy. Enjoy. It's already signed on the inside.
Thank you. I think I'm just gonna put that away.
You might want to put that by itself.
Nightstand.
have its
It is
own-
fantastic reading. Or latrine.
I was gonna put it in the library, but it's not sure that might do.
They all might get infected.
I think it might be useful in the hell one.
But yeah, I just need you to be who you are. And I just need to see if that person is who I think it is.
Just be who I am. Someone that apparently everybody hates. Kiki, nobody here hates you. You ramble a little bit. Read my book. It'll help. I've been trying to work with her for over 100 years, okay? She's a good person, but she definitely needs to get some more self-esteem. Honestly, I think you just need to get laid again. All right, great. Let me know when we are gonna go talk to the god that'll probably try to murder me. And she walks away.
Okay.
Honestly, can you guys say I'm wrong? She needs to get laid, right?
She's a druid. I just assume they're just freaky people.
Not like that, Anyways. She sent the fish pie. Pass fail. No. But hey, do you guys want me to come with you? I think I could lay the law down with her a little bit if need be. If you can catch my drift.
Is that Scanlan talking?
Yes.
I don't think we need to do any of that type of slaying on this adventure.
Slaying, slinging, you let me know.
Fucking bards.
Exactly. He finger guns you and then Moon walks away. I mean, if it could work. If anybody could charm the pants off of Timora, it's... What, fucking bards? She likes eggs. Wait, was there an egg pun? Oh. Yeah, I don't remember who said that. Anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys let me know. And then he skedoodles away. Dorzin then approaches over to all of you. I do apologize for everybody else.
It's an interesting company. Just about all of them. They're very colorful characters.
Yes. Sir York and I actually adventured together.
And especially.
I apologize.
It's fine. There are people like that exist out there.
Yes. But I was wondering, for bringing over all of the refugees and prisoners that you have, we are going to need an expert at teleportation with us and planar travels. My wife, you remember her, Prissa, she is exceptional at those matters. If you would like, I can give you an introduction with her, and then we can organize the teleportation circle at our barracks in order to bring them over through a unique means. Fair?
That
Yes,
sounds fair.
that would be wonderful.
Yes. whatever we can do to assist in the endeavor to get back our people, I'd be happy with. And what were you saying, Elowen?
That sounds fair.
Good. Whatever we can do, all in the betterment of peace and happiness and all of that pacifistic bullshit.
Seriously.
He's a retired adventurer.
This is it's been yes.
By the way, and he positions himself so it's harder for anybody not directly in the conversation to hear. My queen, as a reminder to everybody, he's the current champion of the Raven Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's been a minute, so yeah.
Yeah.
My queen was communicative with me yesterday that if peace was achieved through this, that your goals would be very clear for you in the near future. She also informed me that there will need to be a choice made with a little haste. I don't know which god you have currently the dominion over, but a choice would be necessary if stability amongst the realms is to be maintained.
We are currently scouting a potential solution to that.
Very good.
Although you did just mention your wife as well. You said she is one of that excels in teleportations and planar magics.
Well, in all honesty, she excels in all magic. Her primary focus, however, is in illusory magic.
Oh.
Never mind then.
She's not one of those people, you know. Like she does good things with them. While we were infiltrating into a forest that was completely overrun with cultists and demonic and fiendish entities, she created impenetrable walls for us out of nothingness to traverse through it so we could easily get to the main objective of our mission and successfully destroy him.
Well, it sounds rather useful.
Yes. But she
Why
excels
don't
in
you
all
do
magic,
that?
son.
I'll glare at Casimir.
Because they
Sorry, I had
changed
to.
how malleable illusion works. Why don't you?
I couldn't help myself. I'm so sorry, but I couldn't help myself.
No, it's fine.
Dorzen, was
Yes.
yours and your queen's buildings affected by my wrath?
It did receive some attack, yes. Magum is not an individual that is controlled when it comes to his wrath, and though I understand where it comes from, I am currently working with many authorities on this realm to seek him out and destroy him for what he did.
Yeah, my intent was not for everyone to be affected.
Well, intention regardless.
I know.
Many people, including those of no faith in the city, died. Buildings fell, streets were caught on fire or iced over, all of the stairwells completely turned to quicksand so people fell into them. And the graveyard, where there was a funeral procession happening mid-event, was
Never mind.
completely destroyed. What'd you say?
I was gonna tell a bad joke, but I decided not to.
Yeah. he just stares at you as he's saying all of these things.
That wasn't my intention. It went against what I commanded.
Right. Anyways, we are not here to discuss retribution for poor actions taken. We are here to discuss the solution to all of this. So, when it comes to gathering, I'll be in communication with all of you. Fair enough?
Agreed.
Wonderful. It only works while we're on the same plane of existence, but here is a sending stone. It is the personal one that I use connected to the one on my nightstand. So it only works during nighttime when I will be in bed with my wife. So keep that in mind.
Noted. The matter with your queen. Did you say how long?
She is not that straightforward with anything.
I assume not, but just in case.
She said expect it. That is what I can give you.
It has not been long that we have been in possession of this current piece, but this was the most prominent thing that we had to deal with. Now we'll begin to try and find a solution to that, but it's appreciated nonetheless.
The Timora situation, I think, should be the most pressing one in your minds.
It's one of them.
Well, she told me to trust you all, so I will be trusting you all.
Quick question, where might we find the veiled emissary? They left rather early here, but I have a few questions that I didn't get answered. That I was hoping to speak with them about, but they have disappeared. Do you know of somewhere that might be useful?
Unfortunately, I don't know where they would be. However, when speaking with my goddess last night, my queen last night, she instructed me that if you read between the veil, you would find what you are seeking today. I have no idea what that means.
Thank you.
He'll nod. No. I have about 13 children I have to get back to. 12 children I have to get back to. Yes. All right, goodbye. Everyone, I'm leaving. Goodbye. And he waves goodbye to everybody as he steps through the portal away. One didn't survive the winter. No, one's old enough to be out on its own now. That's
Kaz is going to take out the book that allows them to read people's minds. And just
So you're taking out the book?
Out of sight of everyone.
Okay. Roll me a stealth check.
What's the lighting like in here? Like, can I move to a shady area?
There is nothing to obstruct vision unless you go underneath the table. You will not be hiding. Everybody will see you go there. It's not... The lighting is just existence.
Oh.
16. Everybody notices that you're trying not to be seen as you wander away.
Come with me a moment. Like, saying to the group.
What'd you say? Say it again.
Like, come with me a moment.
Oh, okay.
Huddle around me.
You want me to come with you?
The group, everyone.
All right, Reese comes over.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's
Reese already knows he's part of it.
Yeah.
It's just like, just form a circle here, you know? Just so that no one can pry too much.
okay.
So you can go straight to the little group and then just take a little quick look at the book.
As you take the book out and begin using this artifact level item, immediately a red flashing begins to happen in the sky. As Argon looks over at you guys, are you using an artifact?
Maybe. Are we not? I thought we were fine here.
No, this is a security we have at the Lyceum, so artifact.
I'll put it away.
No, you're fine. Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. And he begins going through a spell. Vindir, you can hear him. Hi, yes, this is Argon. One of them pulled out an artifact. It wasn't detected on any of the schools of magic that could be harmful. It's fine. Turn off the alarm. Thank you. And after he does the sending, about a minute goes by of everybody staring at you guys as it keeps going woo, 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 woo in the sky.
I'm gonna go see Andala. I'm not. Oh,
You're gonna go see who?
sorry. I'm going to go see Yandala.
The
High Curator. Okay, yeah, that's her. Yeah. Sorry, she's new to that position. Okay, so you go over there and the sirens stop and Udala looks over at you. What artifact are you all using? Elowen?
Yeah, give me a sec.
All right, well, while you're doing what you're doing, we'll jump back to your investigation roll, Casimir.
Investigation? Okay.
Yeah. There was a lot of thoughts that happened. For the majority of the time that you were in there, you were within range of Scanlan, Vexalia, Zafran, Dorzin, and Argon. But while you were seated at the table, you were in range of everybody. So 28?
Yeah.
Okay. Heat of the moment was thought a lot by a lot of people. And reading it as everybody is thinking it simultaneously is so fucking frustrating. It's hard to break through a lot of the information. You detect one of the thoughts from Sir Uric. He thought this during the conversations.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Back, sorry.
You're good. We're just going to resolve Kaz's first.
Yeah, of course.
For Keyleth, this is what she thought that was like the standout thing for you.
Just not exactly wrong.
This is what Jaman Saord thought while you were within range of them.
Very true. Unless he understands position. I'm assuming that them being us.
You can make any assumptions you want. You don't know what was happening when they thought this. You just know that was a thought that stood out while you were seated close enough to hear them.
Which I was thinking, like, could assume based on the other thoughts in the same region.
You can make that assumption if you would like, yeah.
Okay.
And sorry, that has to be the answer I give you with this, in case
That's
there's ever
fine.
a mystery. This one is Udala's thought while you were close enough to read.
Real problematic. Or at least that we have events on this scale occur around us.
This
I
is
assume that one to be.
Sorry, this is the standout for Vexalia.
Elowens.
Here's Scanlan's. Sneeze for some reason.
If the world could stop trying to end, it would be fantastic.
Well, then you wouldn't have a game to play.
I know. This is me just putting together his internal thoughts on what each of these are.
That one is Zafran.
That one's basically the same. That one is the same. Oh no, it's you instead of we.
Yes. This is Dorzin's. And when you were close enough to the Veiled Emissary, the thoughts are directly pointed at you. Casimir, meet me under the veil of the moon on your no man's land. I will be standing on top of the ruined temple that you buried. You will find me under the crescent moon tonight. Apparently, the Veiled Emissary knew all too well that you had access to their thoughts.
I'll just look. We should go. If people are finished here, we should make them leave.
And before we do that one, what did you want to do again, Elowen?
Wanted to see Yodala,
Yep.
the eye character.
You
I'd
go
like
over
to-
to her as she's currently cutting up food and eating it while reading a book.
Hello. Like I like to, of course, I like to check our books, not the content, but like they are made of papyrus and kind of stuff.
Oh, yes. Here, take this one. I did it to document our entire... Well, you were there. And she pushes the tome forward to you.
Yeah, but I mean, like I have the modern book.
Mm-hmm.
What is it compared to the book she has?
The pages she's using are much thicker, heavier, and absorbs ink very well. But the pages you have are stronger and thinner and lighter.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's parchment compared to loose leaf.
Yeah. I'd like to give her a copy of that book.
With the nice paper?
Yeah.
She'll take it and look at it strangely. Are you a Dunamantic walker?
Dunamantic?
No. Okay. Thank you. I would like to pick your brain eventually on where you got this from.
It's weird. It's from another world.
Perhaps.
No, literally.
Perhaps.
I know you write a lot in books, so I thought you might like better kinds of books.
I greatly appreciate this gesture. Thank you.
And I'll just belief. No, no, not trying to up the character, not trying to make a deal or anything. Just like, here, better books.
Just having a positive interaction with an NPC without the expectation of anything immediately benefiting you?
Apparently,
That's not D&D.
That is the first time in like 30 sessions. You get an inspiration for that.
Oh,
Heresy.
We're playing D&D here. Come on.
But I actually think this is a perfect place for us to call the session this week, y'all. When we come back next week, you at least now know that you have a meeting that you can go to with someone who knew about the book. Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
yes.